Dave Daly certainly has a hold of this first frame, Dave. But you can't count out the sheriff just yet. Oh, Tim Feinfrock has joined us earlier. Asking should he leave his wife and play snooker full time. Well, Tim, you could get your wife to play snooker with you full time, or at least ask her to join you. That way, when she says no, you're free to go about your business. But so 36 the difference, 43 on.
A little roll on that cue ball at the end.
A little bit. That sounded like a tripod.
As he baited wide into taking a long red on. Kind of like the one close to the yellow. As the angle disturbed the pink and black.
Yeah, so the other match that just started was quarterfinals, Andy McCloskey and Bob Hemnani.
Ooh, that's a beauty. That could have been a final. Those are two great competitors.
So if we got time, Dave, and depending on what happens with this match and that match, then we might be able to switch over, but definitely want to give the returning champion his due here.
Yeah, I think he might be the only player to come from the Seattle area. But I'm pretty sure he got a healthy invite as the reigning champion.
Oh, yes.
Not sure what the prize was last year, if entry fee was included for the following championship. That was Dave's frame ball there. That red had dropped. It would have been a difference with more than 3 snookers needed, so ultimate concession. So.
Well, we've been on the air just over 9 hours, Dave, so I think we might be good to hold on to that 12-hour YouTube mark, considering we're on the last few matches. Considering this is the last match of the day for these two. Andy McCloskey, Bob Hemnani, that's the last match on that table. And the other two tables. Now, Mark Ziegler and Abhishek Langchetti, did you say that was a 16-round match?
That is correct. Kind of surprised that Wyatt tried to cut that red in. So we'll probably get another quarterfinal match as there is an open table.
Yeah. And it's going to be Ernst Bezemar versus Sharam Changizi. Score just came up back on table 1. So that's their final match. So as soon as Mark Ziegler and Abhishek match finishes, there'll be one match there, and then that will be it. So Dave Daly captures the first frame over Wyatt Leon in this best of 5 quarterfinal match to move into Championship Sunday, Dave. And one step closer to retaining that title. And I'll tell you what, he's not too bad on the mic either. All right, folks, do enjoy. This is frame 2.
Definitely another thing getting into Championship Sunday, you are going to be in the money, as they have payouts, I believe, for first, second, and the 2 semifinalists. Had to check the sheet. There might be a little payout for the quarterfinalists, and definitely the high break of the tournament will take $250. The winner of this tournament collects $3,000. The trophy, the distinct honor of being the Riranka 2026 Colorado Snooker Open champion.
That's right. So, just in response to the prize structure, David, first place, as you mentioned, was $3,000 US. Second place, $1,000. Semifinals are $500 each. Quarterfinals, $150 each, and a high break of $250. So they're paying out down to the top 8.
And that makes sense with a field of 28 players.
Yeah, that's not bad. 28 players paying down to the top 8. So you got to make it out your group, and then you got to win a match. Good deal.
Yeah, I think Dave is going to be reaching for the redwoods here. Those 3 red in a row near the top right. Top should pass by into that corner pocket. And with the angle, you can just delicately come off the cushion and be on the black to the opposite corner, it looks like. If the black didn't go. Unfortunately, he's in a position where it really doesn't have a color. Yeah, you could give the blue a shot on the right cushion. Obviously, if it's a miss, he'll have his cue ball safely in the bulk area.
bit of an uphill battle. He's only down 1-0, Dave, but Mr. Daly looking for that second title out of two. I mean, he won the inaugural event last year, of course. Looking to become not only a returning champion, not only the defending champion to win again, to defend his title, but to be the first person to win this event back to back years. So,
Yeah, talking a little bit with Dave on Thursday before the tournament started, he kind of was being a bit honest. He didn't feel that he could hoist the title. He realized that there was a lot of strong players that had made the trip for the second edition of this tournament. And how is that red just not falling?
wow.
It doesn't want to commit suicide just yet.
Well, that's not going to serve Dave well here. Oh, the black does not go, does it?
Certainly having a good look at it, almost trying to will it with his mind. Shake a head, he doesn't like it. That blue does look tight to the cushion, so maybe he needs to hit object ball and cushion. It's tough from that distance.
Well, that's not as tight of a snooker as I would have thought it could have been. So,
Well disciplined by Wyatt. Didn't think anything wild on.
Dave playing the nicely played by Dave off the knuckle, the left middle. Unfortunately, that red's come back. Were you at this event last year, Dave?
I was not, no.
Wow.
It's a very small tournament last year. They actually only had one table that they used. I think they
Okay.
might have had 16 competitors.
All right.
I think it was actually Mark Wilson all by himself, kind of putting it together. Obviously, Dave coming down from Seattle, Mark from Northern Ireland, and Dave from the Republic of Ireland originally. They both found a good kingship at an embassy open a few years back. So Dave was willing to come down and help out Mark get this tournament off the ground and eventually won it.
Oh yeah. And look, now they've increased the players. Not a lot, but they have increased the participation. But they've moved into a nice venue. 4 tables going, live feeds, commentary, streaming. So definitely headed in the right direction. Next year, however, Dave, I got a feeling they're going to need a bigger venue, or like you said earlier, more days.
Yeah, I think Mark has been happy that Matt Herm has kind of come into the picture. He's been a great help behind the scenes as well. He is the Impression Cues representative here in America. And they were able to land some good sponsorship with Rirenka, cloth, and as well Tome provided some chalk and some goodies for the players. So really appreciate that
Very
help from
nice.
the big companies and the snooker community. It's nice to see these big companies willing to help out the smaller markets gain some traction on their events.
Yeah, no, it's great because basically this event, uh, almost like an almost like an independent event, but without a, like you said, last year one table. This year now through sponsorship and different things, they've been able to grow. So they're gonna have a better product to produce and go forward with next year. So next year, more players, bigger prize money. Like nothing wrong with the venue, so I'm not gonna say a better venue because this is fantastic.
And I like how they're doing it. They're not. They're slowly building the tournament. We see so many times that some promoters and tournament directors they really come out of the gate wanting to make a big mark, put out a big
Yes,
payday, and then that tournament just falls apart after the first year.
right.
Even seen
Because
it.
because they think they can get it all done and they don't need to build. They can get the players, and all of a sudden they get barely enough players, and the venue's not that great because they gotta put the money that they have back into the prize money, and it falls flat. See, when you start small, you can do great things with a small field, like they did last year, right? They created the interest, and that's what they needed to do. This year, they were able to get sponsors because of last year, able to move into this venue, got more players, and they're slowly building it. And then I think
A
because of
little
them,
prologue.
other states may follow along and have their championships, right? Which then in turn, Dave, could turn into an actual U.S. championship.
Well, they do have the U.S. Nationals
Yes,
going in early September in San Jose at the PAPSA Academy.
that's right. But that's an open event, right? Much like the Canadians.
It's only two Americans.
Oh yeah, only two
Just
Americans. Same as the Canadians are only open. It's open by only two Canadians. American is only open to people from the U.S. Yes, but I don't know if you remember back in the day, the Canadians, you had to qualify through your provincial leagues or organizations. So
correct.
each province only had, of course, Ontario having the biggest province, I think they had 6 to 8 spots allocated to them through the Ontario Championships and qualifiers. Um, Other provinces had different allocations to make up, I think, the field of 32, right? So
Yes.
the U.S. could do a similar format. Instead of having an open event for anybody in the U.S., if more states got involved, somewhere down, we're not talking next year, we're talking years beyond now, they could all have their own championships, qualifiers, and have so many spots per state to make up their full field.
Definitely, it is a possibility. It's a great idea. And yeah, I do remember briefly when that was happening in Canada with the allocation. I think just the tough part is now the size of our countries and the
Yes.
cost of getting to events and the lodging when people are at the event.
Well,
So we do have an
that's
uphill
just it.
battle to climb.
That's just it because you see the cost of travel, and expenses to go to one of these events is a lot higher than it used to be. But the prize money hasn't really increased the same way. So it's really difficult for somebody. And there are people from from the other side of the country, from your area, from Vancouver, like Charlie Brown, who will come down. There's people from Nova Scotia who will come down, or Thunder Bay. People will take a flight to come down here for the Canadian Championships, but they're coming down for the experience of playing in the Canadians and to be the champion, not for the money. Right. Plus the opportunity to go to the World Amateurs. That's a big prize on its own.
Yeah, it's just tough that some sponsorship has really dried up. In the olden days, Dufferin actually would come to venues and set up the tables and take them down and sponsor the tables all on their own dime.
That's
So
right.
that's a huge cost that was able to be averted. But now, unfortunately, we don't have that luxury. But there are becoming more and more table manufacturers. So maybe if in America or Canada they can reach out to maybe one of the smaller market tables that still produce good tables and want to get their name out there, and maybe each other scratches each other's back.
That's right. It's a great opportunity for anybody. And I tell you, any one of these organizations, whether it's within Canada or the U.S., if there's anybody that wants to sponsor, just get in touch with somebody in your local area and sponsor an event.
And it does come down to the numbers. Those companies like to see that their product or service
Yes.
is getting out there to a lot of people. So include all you great people tuning in all weekend. Like and subscribe to Link. Tell your friends. Some matches go a little rusty and stall, and we've seen some great break building, some nervy frames going all the way down to the final black, and Ahmad Al Said, rattling off a 1-3-1. Quite exciting stuff.
Yeah, that was absolutely pure TV, made for TV. That break. He settled in. I don't know how he did it, Dave, but he settled in nicely, right at the right time. So he's got good hope going forward. Let me tell you. Actually, I think he's got another match coming up.
True, he's playing the winner of the Mark Ziegler match.
Yeah, and that will be table 4. So I'm going to start keeping an eye on our feed clock. Just in case we got to do a part 2, I'll let everybody know, but we've still got several hours before that is going to happen. About 2.5 hours, so.
I think a big thing as well is just getting some juniors back into the game, because you never know the parents of these juniors, what kind of business or job they do. And maybe they're in ties with a big firm of some sort that can throw down some money. Because definitely when you bring juniors into play, a lot of people are willing to help out. They want to see juniors get involved in something productive,
That's right.
not just, going to the wrong side of the tracks or stuff like that. So
Oh, yeah, like, I know a couple juniors, but they're into 8 ball and 9 ball, and they're the top juniors in the country, so. Um, but they don't get the first clue about snooker. But
are these juniors going to be playing in the junior NSL championship on the 14th of June?
I do not know. I do not know. I'm waiting for that. I'm very intrigued by that. Um, the other thing about the NSL day that's coming up is the shootout, the triple 10 shootout. It's a 10-minute frame, 10-second shot clock, and yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. High-paced snooker action. But as for the juniors, yeah, I think we got a couple. So it'll be good to, give them some exposure on TV. So who knows who will join me there? Maybe Cliff will join me in the booth. Maybe I can figure out a way. I know to get you on as well, Dave. Um, the cameras there work a little bit differently, so we'll have to see how that goes. Which we can talk later about that. Um, However, before then, we've got the Canadians coming up next week. They're already in play now. They started today, Dave, with the senior national championship. And tomorrow will be day two of the group stage. I believe the eliminations start on Monday. But right now it's Dave Daly, 41-21 in front, 20 points to the good, and counting. No, pardon me, that's Wyatt.
Very nice long pink he has there. It's open for him. He's going to go around the table a lot here. Obviously, just the high value colors are on their spot. All the bulk colors are off.
Yeah. Only 14 points. Still requires six remaining colors, however. Oh, he's going to get. Oh, he did. He got him. Little spin, a little bit of side perhaps. Wow, he's going to
This
need
is
to get
dicey,
real high.
Dave.
Oh, right idea. Needed more side. Yeah, he's definitely going back. See, this is where you wish your opponent would mark the white. But Dave took one shot at it. He's got a left side cushion. Yeah, see if he's going that way, Dave, he's got to play low. I think be better off going with some check siding. Just to throw the white, but he's got to make sure he doesn't hit the green when he does it. Yeah, that'll do. He didn't want to hit it dead on, which he did. So 6 points the difference. Big difference from needing all six colors just a moment ago. Now only needing the pink. So both of these players are guaranteed some bit of prize money, Dave.
True. It's interesting. That's 150. I think the entry fee for this tournament was 200.
Correct.
Be nice maybe if you were actually in the money in the quarterfinals, you get your entry fee paid back with maybe a 200 payout for the quarterfinals. But that's not our department. That's the tournament directors, Mark Wilson, and co-director Matt Herm. But the players know that when they sign up.
Absolutely.
There's documentation about all the rules, all the payouts, and everything. And if you sign up, that's what you signed up for.
Yeah, I mean, if I was going down to this event next year, it wouldn't be for the prize money. It would be for the actual experience. If it remains an open event, a 3-day event, I might actually consider it, Dave.
Well, it's been very nice. Our host venue, hotel here, they've been very kind and very considerate, making everyone feel like they're at home while we stay, all of us out of towners. Temperature's been nice. It's been
Yeah.
all over the place, actually. You know, you start off with sunshine, and then we had some rain earlier this afternoon, little threat of thunder.
Yeah. And plus, they have a pool. Is it an indoor pool or an outdoor pool?
It's a non-working pool right now,
Oh, really? Oh, that's sad.
but they do have an indoor pool at these great facilities.
So it's not functioning. Is that a seasonal thing, or just because right now for whatever apparent reason, which could be maintenance?
I have not investigated that. I can talk to our staff over there if I remember to ask them at the end of the day today.
Yeah, because I tell you, with some of the technical issues we've had, I wish I was on site. Take a little bit of load off the organizers, directors. Just to let them do their thing and do it well. Which, because as you know, Dave, in any tournament, the first thing on a tournament director's mind is not the cameras or anything else. It's the players, or at least it should be.
But I think as we continue to grow and trying to sell the sport and
Yes.
get that sponsorship, these streams are important.
Oh yeah.
And if we can get them more professionally looking as possible, that's going to attract potential sponsors. So I agree with you that there has to be the players. Obviously, if we don't have players, we're just looking at a green table.
Correct.
But for it to grow, I think we really need to start thinking about everyone involved. There's a lot of
Yeah.
great people that will come out, they will spend their time, but how many times can you get people to volunteer?
Exactly. That's just it. But like I said, it's a lot of work for the tournament directors and organizers uh, to add technical duties and management to their plate when they're not specifically the best at it.
Mm-hmm.
So I do
Yeah.
commend them for doing their best, and the players are. I mean, it's a wonderful event. They're having a great time. Everybody, um, you know. So we'll see what next year brings, Dave. Perhaps both of us will be in Colorado.
Right. We'll see what happens. Who knows how the world will spin, but hopefully in the right direction. But it is true. Sometimes, you may not be thinking about, as you mentioned, Rob, streaming and stuff like that. But if you do get a little thought in the back of your mind, there are some people like ourselves out there that do come and do this, hand the reins off to us, and just know that, okay, I've got these guys, it's covered. I can relax and think about something different
Right.
because there's many wheels to turn in a snooker tournament.
Yeah, and it's when it's done well, the players don't see those wheels. They don't see the engine. The hood's always closed. But uh, wow, this frame's getting a lot closer, Dave, as we've been chatting. Wyatt's pulled within one.
Yeah, just a little tactical exchange here. Both players try to make the other falter to give them an easy chance on this brown.
Okay, and a score update. Abhishek Langaschetti leads Marcus Ziegler 2-1, and that's a round of 16, so that should be going to a round of 8 match soon, which will be Ahmed Ali. Let's see. Table 2, Andy McCloskey trails Bob Hamnani 1-0. And Sharam Chengizi leads Ernst Bezamar 1-0.
And did Wyatt force that mistake on Dave as he's gifted a nice chance on the brown and he's followed suit and just run through a little bit for the blue and be on the pink, and that's all he'll need. Oh,
Oh no. That's gonna hurt. But I mean, he hasn't left it easy. I mean, it's potable, Dave, but it's not. It's not sitting over the hole, so to speak.
Yeah, is Dave Daly tempted for the Steve Davis 1985 final black here? I know it's a blue, but it's quite a similar shot. Looks like he's going to take it on.
Yeah. Yeah, it gave him natural position, but if he missed it, it could have stayed over the pocket quite easily. He's still got to make the pink. I do fancy him for it. And a 2-0 lead. Nicely done. So Dave Daly with that 2-0 lead. Now, he's going to have a think about that one because that one was a little bit too close for him, I would suggest. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and Mr. Bernie also, I'm going to just grab a bit of fresh air for a brief moment while they reset the table, and I shall be right back. You are watching NSL TV and the DT Sports YouTube channels. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll be right back.
And welcome back, everybody. Frame 3, this best of 5 quarterfinal match between defending champion Dave Daly taking on Wyatt Leon. That's kind of a break shot that Wyatt would like to have back. He's gifted an easy red for Dave to get started. Wyatt's got to do something. Trailing 2-0. Dave right on the verge of getting into Championship Sunday. Yeah, I think that blue was a straight on shot for Dave, so had to hit a bit onto the bottom just to make sure he didn't follow it through into that green pocket. Yeah, we hope you've been enjoying this WIRACA 2026 Colorado Snooker Open here in Boulder, Colorado at the Hampton Suites and Inn. Ooh. This could go back. This is going to be tough in one of those situations because if he misses again, Dave has to put on his referee hat and let him know that if you miss the red on the third attempt, it is a frame concession. A little miscommunication there. I think David said shoot on from there. I'll go ahead and put it on the back. But it's David Burney in the booth. Glad that you're joining us on either the NSL TV or DT Sports stream on YouTube. Feel free to put in your comments and questions. Let us know where you're tuning in from. Cheer some support if you're in the Dave Daly camp or the Wyatt Leon. We also do have Rob Richards in the booth, but he just took a comfort break and we'll be back momentarily. This is the second tour stop on the USA Tour. Third stop will be down in Southern California, I believe, down in John Poon's room. SnookerUSA.com is your resource for all great snooker things going on in America. I think they're set to release the full schedule of the US Tour coming pretty soon. We just have to nail down a few venues. Is he feeling adventurous? Got a good angle to come up and explode those cherries off the tree.
Alright, just a quick break. It is so nice outside here. So third frame underway. Dave Daly leading 13-1, 12 points in front, 2-0 up. Wyatt with it all to do now. Had an opportunity the last frame. Just fell a little bit short. Oh, look, this nicely done. White just moving to the right of the brown, giving Daly a good out here, back into the bulk end. Oh, he's left a putt on here, Dave.
It's a long one. Excuse me, it's a long one.
Oh, he's gotten away with it. And rather thick, unfortunately.
Interesting. He did have that red, I should say, to the right middle. Looks like Day's going to be taking that one on. Could come up nicely for the yellow. Done well to avoid that top right corner with this cue ball, but definitely hitting those cushions really dead in the pace. A good retort there by Wyatt. Oh, what a shot. Acknowledged by a tap on the table by his opponent. Looks like they're sliding a bit more than Day's expecting off this right cushion. Feel like how he's lining up. He wants to come off the one cushion and into the cluster of reds just ever so gently, just to snuggle up to them.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, boy.
He's got one more attempt potentially. Oh my goodness, boy, did that drift. I know he's going against the nap a bit.
Wow.
That really curled in there.
Oh, boy.
It's a bit unfortunate at this stage of the tournament. But both players do have to play with these irregularities sometimes that can creep up on a table.
Oh, nicely done. Good out
Oh,
there.
yeah, I know Dave has got a few lessons from Cliff Thorburn, and that was a patented Cliff shot that he brought over to England when he became a professional. But a nice long red there by Wyatt. Definitely an angle on the brown to come back down table. My good friend OST147 just chiming in, giving some nice comments there about the great feed and the wonderful events. And the commentary is excellent. Much appreciated. Thanks for the kind words. Glad that you're enjoying this second edition of the Riranka Colorado Snooker Open. You're looking at the defending champion right now at the table, Dave Daly, coming all the way from Seattle, Washington.
Well, look at this. Mr. Daly could be off and running here again. Has a little bit of work to do, of course. Oh, cue ball seemed to die.
Yeah, as soon as it hit that bulk cushion.
Yeah, I don't know, Dave, if you've noticed, I've noticed sometimes when a ball hits that bottom cushion, it sounds like a thud. Of course, not on that one, but I think it's just because the camera and the microphone are just so close that it's picking up actually every little bit of sound. But Dave now within one, still trailed 24, 25-24. Good putt needed here on this blue. Yeah, the green was always in his way there. Oh no. Oh, he's got the red on the bottom cushion, but getting back to ball probably not going to happen from here. Oh, can he get to the bunch? He can. Yeah, he ran into that red though. Opportunity for Wyatt. Trailing by 5 in this important frame for him. Needs to convert this chance into a good scoring opportunity. And looks to be just about perfect on the blue. If it's straight, it won't be too good.
Yeah, he had to kind of create his own angle to be on that red near the blue. But he
Yeah,
does have a red just above the black.
yeah, there is a path between the 2 reds below the pink and the black for that 1 red to go through to that bottom corner. This red just above the blue will pot, of course. It's thin to the right middle. And no danger of leaving too much on should he miss. Well, he definitely got lucky he hit the green. But I do think he's left it.
Interesting. I had a little discussion with Wyatt a little earlier today when he was coming off, I think maybe his last round robin match. I just asked him, so Wyatt, were you checking your match from yesterday late last night? He's like, no, why? Well, I was telling him about that black that we thought he'd probably
Yes.
run behind, but didn't, because we saw him playing a lot more tighter snooker today. And his actual response was, there's some good players here, so I had to make a change of plan.
Yeah. And you know, Dave, some players can't do that. They have one method of play, and doesn't matter who they play play the same way. Um, and if you're able to switch your game up a little bit, depending on who you play, and still stay true to yourself, then that will possibly work out in your favor at times. But you still got to play your own game. You can't worry about what your opponent's doing because you have no control over that. Oh, Dave's got a good starter here. Gonna do well to get on a color though, especially using the rest, but it's close to the pocket and the cushion. But can you play it off the cushion perhaps? Oh, Dave. Yeah.
Careless there. Some of the players in this tournament I know are a little bit newer to snooker and expected maybe they do that, but Dave's been around the game for quite a while.
Yeah, but the angle he had there, it wasn't dead on. I just think he hit it a little bit. He didn't hit it at the correct angle, and so the red being so close, it went in to the pocket at a different angle, and the white, obviously, as we saw what happened, just followed it right in. So this frame is going to be a little closer than I think Dave would have liked. You know, Wyatt's a smart player, as you said. He's changed his game up a little bit to accommodate the better play. And he's pretty much been in each frame. And he's going to have another go here. Oh boy. Cued right across that one. Anyway, Dave, I do believe we have all our quarterfinal matches are in play. And the last one to start was Mark Ziegler and Abhishek. And that match is Abhishek's 2-1 in front. Dave Daly in this match, of course, 2-0 in front. Andy McCloskey and Bob Hamani are tied at 1-1. And Sharam Chingizi leads
So,
Ernest 2-0. Actually, there's still one more match to begin, which is Ahmed Ali. Is it? Am I not correct?
yes, I believe so. Obviously, we saw him
That's
move on
right.
to the quarterfinals with that sensational break of 1-3-1.
That's right.
So,
So I think Mark Ziegler and Abhishek is a round of 16 match.
correct.
And yeah, we're check our time here on YouTube. Yeah, we still got well just under 2 hours, Dave. So we'll see if it's worth going to a part two or not, depending on how far we can get.
Ooh, we ran
Oh,
on a bit too much. What?
well,
Oh, well, he might be lucky hitting that red, but
if not, he's got the pink over the top left corner, but it's tough queuing. Long distance. It's easy to put some unwanted side on the white. He's got a 5 point lead, so he doesn't need to pot a color. He could put Dave into some trouble here, though. A little bit of spin, a little bit of side. Got that one job done.
big plant right here.
Oh, he's gotten away. That was risky. Rather bold to take that on, both on the cushion, and there was a fair amount of distance between them. I wonder if he can. Yeah, I see he's going back to the bulk, but if he went off the left side, he wouldn't be leaving one for Wyatt. Is this going to curl behind the brown? Oh, yeah, it did. A little bit. Not a
So
difficult hit.
he's put the red in the place where it's a long plant. As, that closer red to the cue ball can't get into that top left corner.
Oh, boy. Oh, and he's brought it right into the bulk end, too. That's absolutely disastrous. The last thing Wyatt was looking for there. Just trying to make contact and went in off. This is Mr. Daly's opportunity for frame and match, Dave.
Yeah, right side of the blue. It's nice to see Dave really has a really pronounced delay in his backswing.
Yeah, as long as that pause or that delay is consistent, then that's going to do better for the player. Like we saw earlier with Ahmed, his pause, his stroke wasn't really that consistent. He wasn't doing well. He finally found it in the last frame we saw with that incredible break of 1-3-1. We keep mentioning that, but it's a great example of what can happen. Oh, what's he? He's potted the blue, but does the yellow? I can't see the yellow passing the pink.
It might have a little hope, but definitely something's going on with the table there. As Dave noticed something as the blue went into that yellow pocket. Might have just hit something. Fortunate enough, it didn't deflect it off its path into the
That's
pocket.
right. Remember, this is the man that took on Sean Murphy in an exhibition match a while ago. And won, might I add. I believe that was at Ox Billiards, was it not, Dave?
Yeah, that was part of the Sean Murphy North American Tour. He paid a visit to Calgary, Vancouver, Seattle, and Los Angeles.
Yeah, that must have been a good time. Sean does have from what I can tell, a good sense of humor, and he's quite funny.
Yeah, it's very engaging as well. Was open for questions, and as well, when he was playing a frame, he was kind of dictating out loud, kind of what his process is. It's like I'm going to take, you know, this red because I have a better chance to be on an easier black rather than taking this easy red and having a difficult black. So it was a great experience to see the insight
Yeah.
of how a professional player thinks.
So almost like commentating as he's playing.
Yeah, some running commentary.
Yeah, no, he's definitely somebody I wouldn't mind sharing the booth with one day. I'm not sure I'd be able to talk. I'd be laughing too much.
Oh, great shot there by Dave.
Very nicely done. He's got Wyatt. Yeah, he's only 4 points up, so he's turning up the dial here. And rightfully so, Mr. Daly is marking the spot. Just a little touch of chalk on the cushion. Nicely done. Yeah, you see Dave keeps going over that spot in the table there. I think if the players notice something about the tables, they should be saying something to the tournament directors or organizers, see if they can remedy that before the next day's play. But from what we've seen, we know our main table, the Rasson, the one table one, is one of the better tables. So I expect that one to be used tomorrow, Dave.
Yeah, I think tables 1 and 2 will be in play for the semifinals. I think the plan is to be on that Rasson table for the final.
Correct. Now, is table two behind it or beside it? Or is it on a kitty corner?
I believe it goes 1 and then 2. If you're looking at the view here, because I believe we're on table
Three.
3 right here. Is that
Yeah.
correct? So the Rasson is just above that. So then to the left on your screen, that's table 2. And to the left of this table on your screen is table 4.
Yeah, table four is not bad either. They might do. I mean, I would think, Dave, for the semifinals tomorrow, they would do 1 and 4. That would give the players the most space instead of being side by side. That way, because I think they may have a ref tomorrow for each table, possibly.
That was a great touch shot there by Dave. But good shot by Wyatt. Did not succumb any penalty points on the snooker.
Yeah. Mr. Daly's holding on to that 4 point advantage here late in the third. 27 remaining, 51-47 in front.
Very nice yellow. It's a tough green. I would have liked to be not as severe angle,
Oh,
but hit it with pace that he didn't leave it in the jaws.
yeah. That's okay. Even if he had made it, he's knocked the brown safe pretty much.
But pink is pretty safe on the left side as well as the brown, so these are balls Wyatt does need.
6 points the difference. And Wyatt does need the pink as well, which is, well, it's on the cushion, but it's on his correct side of the table, Dave. He just has to get the right shot at it. Oh, that's not bad if that green travels. Well, I would think this green is on. Not easy, but definitely potable. I mean, if Dave goes off the right side of the green, he's in danger of possibly going in off. Can't see the exact angle he's got, but it's thin to the top right corner. Oh, he didn't take it on. That's not bad. He's got the brown out, which he needs. Now, is he going to play the roll up that a few players earlier had chance with? Nope.
Kind of surprised that he didn't even take an effort at it.
Yeah, I mean, he could have just tucked up to it, but I think it was
Yeah, cut behind the blue.
Ryan earlier.
Well, he's knocked the blue safe.
Oh, that was close. Flirting with the double kiss there was Wyatt. Well, that green's got to go.
Tried to get behind the pink. Decent effort by Dave and didn't sell out the green.
Oh, watch that blue. Well, blue to pink's going to be an experience, Dave. Should we get that far? Mr. Daly only 53-47 in front. Only requires green, brown, and blue for the match. This could be it right here. Oh, look at this. This frame is now all tied up in a blink of an eye. That's going to make a big difference. Both players require 4 colors. And Wyatt's going to have the first shot at it with the green sitting over that top corner. Oh, we need a little bit more pace there. Could have played it stun off the top cushion instead of going 2 cushions and made it a little bit closer to the brown for this one. But if he gets this, Dave, oh my word. What are we seeing?
Just some lapse in concentration.
You know, if he had played that same shot with a touch of draw, would have had no chance of going in and more than likely made him easier to make the pot. Now he's not even going to see the brown.
Yeah, good response by Dave. He's got him in the snooker.
Oh, Dave, do you go off left side cushion or top cushion?
Feeling possibly top cushions. It seems like these side cushions have really, they slide off a bit more than usual.
Yeah, if he's going left side cushion, he's got to get close to that left middle. Oh, he's just using the red as a marker. Okay. Not checking for a free ball. No, I don't think. Oh, playing with a bit of side, he's got to. Oh, too much side.
I don't know why they don't put the chalk down. I don't know why. I feel that ball would be a bit more annoying than chalk on the table. But to each his own.
Yeah, that's right.
Because what happens if his follow through with the cue hits that ball? Like it originally wasn't on the table, but what does it do as a marker?
Yeah. I know they probably don't want the players to use coins. If used improperly, they could mark the cloth. I'm not sure what their plans are for the cloth after this event, but even a, you put a touch of chalk on your finger and lightly spot the table and then brush it off when you're done. Especially since they're using the Tom chalk, right?
Here comes attempt number 3. This has been costly for Wyatt.
I always need to move that red.
It's fortunate the blue is over that top right corner, or it'd be an elementary brown for Dave.
Yeah, well, if Dave wants to get creative, there's a cross corner here, or a 3 on the side.
Yeah, that leaves a nice safe cue ball.
Yeah, he's got that 65-56 lead, 9 points to the good. So Wyatt back to requiring the 4 remaining colors now.
He's pushed that out into a potable position for Dave.
Yeah,
It's not an easy pot.
it's definitely worth going for though, especially where the blue is sitting. Oh, he played it in the corner. My goodness.
Great pot there by Dave.
Frame match
Lots of
ball
blues to
now.
blue. Yeah.
See, from my angle, from our angle, from my view, it looked like he was going to play it in the side. Well, there it is.
So, defending champion, moving on to championship Sunday. He's 2 match wins away from retaining the championship, but it's definitely going to be a tough go for him. I'm pretty sure he's going to be up against a pretty good player tomorrow in the semifinals. Wyatt does just need the 1 snooker, so don't blame him for coming back to the table.
Well, he's got nothing to lose at this point, so the black is, well, it's not in the best position, but look at this effort. What an effort that was. I mean,
Unfortunately, all Dave really needs to do is just gently push this over the top right corner, get it into the jaws. If it drops, game over. If not, Wyatt's got a tough ordeal to get it out of the pocket.
and there we go. Mr. Daly moving on. Returning champion in the final 4. We'll see him again tomorrow as he takes this match over Wyatt. 3 frames to 0. So let's have a look around. Let's see what we got going on. Well, let's get over to the match that you said could be a final, Dave, on camera 2. It's Andy McCloskey and Bob Hamnani. Bob leading Andy 2 frames to 1, but he is up 39-25 late in the 4th. That was a good putt there by Andy. 15 points in front now. And the last round of 16 match, Mark Ziegler and Abhishek Langashetty. The winner of that will play Ahmed Al Saeed. Which, just by happenstance, will be the last match of the day. Oh, what's he done there?
Yeah, just wanted a gentle flick off the Reds and just missed it by a hair.
You know what? That might be a. Yeah, I think that's going to be a free ball, Dave. Not that there's a whole lot of value to it. I think Ernst has got to have a look at it from both sides. Well, doesn't need to look at it from both sides. Free ball called. Yeah, rightfully so. He's having Ernst look at it from both sides. Which players can do when a referee is present if they don't like the call, or they can have somebody ensure it and have a look at it once again. Mark Wilson also there getting involved.
So Lawrence is just taking away that red. Can he hit that red on the left side? If he can, then it's not a free ball.
Yeah, but he has to be able to hit it clearly. Apparently, free ball was not called.
Well, he's giving Andy a chance for that red below the pink to the left middle. Angle could just nudge out the pink into the opposite middle bag.
Yeah, this would be a good pot. A little bit outside. So Bob just returning the white into the bulk end. Just catching the jaws. Wasn't in any danger of going in off.
Played that a bit thick. I think a bit thinner. He could have come maybe potentially off the bulk cushion and near the right side cushion and maybe sneak behind the blue. Obviously, we're seeing a lot of shots where our hands aren't down on the table, not dealing with the pressure of a quarterfinal match. Well, Bob has a red to left middle. Naturally, we'll take him down for the black and another red out in the open.
Good pot, good control. Oh, let's see. Andy, well, he's leading, but could have his hands full here in this frame. This last red up by the green and blue is in a precarious position.
He's got a good angle to come up for it on this black.
Yeah, more than likely he's going to leave the white somewhere in that area. knock the red around the angles. I mean, I can't see him playing the pot from here. Oh, has he got the snooker or has he left it? If he's left it, that's rather unlucky. I think he has left it, Dave.
Yeah, and he's looking pretty confident. Still not got the frame.
A bit of a mess where the colors are not ideal for a clearance at this point. Wants to be below the green. Oh, he is. Now, do you play the pot, Dave? Or play the snooker with the brown waiting? I mean, if he makes it, he's going to be on the have a good shot at the brown. But brown to blue from where he is going to be difficult. I think he just tucks up to the blue here.
Yeah, he does make the green. It's a tough pot, and he will have to contend with the cushion.
That's right.
On that brown shot that you alluded to. So smart snooker mind that Andy McCluskey has. Not trying to force the issue. Just
yeah.
give his opponent something to think about.
Yeah, I don't think he was looking for the foul or the 4 points. He's looking for a better angle on the green to get to the brown, to get to the blue, which he may have here. Could be a little bit straight, but yeah, a little forward. If he can clip this, come off bottom cushion, possibly the top cushion as well. So gonna need a little bit of pace. He's got to hit it correct. Doesn't want to hit it thick. Yeah, didn't want to hit it thick, which he did slightly. But that was the general idea. If he cut it thinner, the white would have traveled a little bit down. Brown would have been in the corner. Better position on the blue. Again, both players are going to have to deal with that pink. Well, at this point, Andy won't, as he's got a 52-41 lead, 11 points in front. I expect Bob to play a little cautious here. He wants to win this frame, end the match, and secure his spot in Championship Sunday in the Final Four. Oh, wow. Oh, this is the table. It straightens out a little bit.
Yeah, a little curve at the end there. It can happen when you're going against the net, but it just looks really pronounced.
It really does. You know, it could be it could be just a hand mark on the table where somebody had their hand and the the grain of the cloth has now been brushed up, so when the white rolls over it, it takes a turn. That has been known to happen, or the nap of the cloth rather. Wow. I think Bob's going to try and get that brown towards the pink. White will travel towards the blue. Yeah, it didn't quite catch it thin enough.
Great long brown there by Andy. Inching close and close to put us into a decider.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting finish to this frame. Well, our co-commentator is coming into the room, Dave, once again. My word. Little attention seekers. Well, I think I've insulted him. He just walked and turned his back away from me, Dave. Little dog, big attitude syndrome.
I think we see that in humans sometimes. But,
Oh, he's only like 7.5, 8 pounds. Oh, look at this. 20 the difference.
yeah, 2 snookers required for Bob.
Great match. I think we had the right choice of coming to this one. I'm just hoping, I'm hoping the Ziggler and Abhishek match ends relatively soon so the next match or the final match can begin. That way we'll be within time. We got about an hour and 20 minutes, Dave, before we'll need to reset and do a part 2, which only takes me about 30 seconds to do.
Yeah, I just saw Dave Daly come by my commentating booth. I was wondering if I had Ahmad's phone number because this round of 16 match, he's going to play the winners going quite deep. And they're thinking they might just push that quarterfinal match to 8 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Oh,
Well, we've got a decider in this one.
yes, we do. Well, I do have him on Facebook. Oh, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Decider 5th frame underway now. Andy McCloskey tying the match up with Bob Hamnani. 2 frames apiece, folks.
just ran a little too much after that blue. Wanted to hold for that red, just to the right of the pack. Good cue ball. Interesting red he took there. I thought maybe just coming off the cluster of reds in the middle might have got him a better angle to get behind the green and, or yellow and brown, I should say. But Andy's faltered a little bit on his safety shot here, and he might be sitting for a while. Bob, definitely a very proficient player. Unfortunately, coming from New Jersey, he finds that there's not a lot of real elite players that he can spar against. A lot of the players just like to bash balls around, whereas Andy, being in the Sacramento area, there's a lot of strong players. So just a scheduling note for everybody out there tuning in. Depending on how that round of 16 match goes, we might push the quarterfinal, that winner of that match going against Ahmad Al Said might go on at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. So there might be a quarterfinal and a semifinal going on at the same time, but we'll keep you abreast of what happens. So our good friend Dave Daly's just informed me that that will be the plan. Ahmad Al Said will be playing the winner, the Mark Ziegler match. Sorry, I can't remember his opponent at the time. And that match will come back at 9 a.m. 9 a.m. Mountain Time. We'll be live here on NSL TV and DT Sports channel on YouTube. Not sure if we're going to start off with that quarterfinal. Probably will, because I think the other semifinal probably will still start at 10. And this was confirmed by all players. Obviously, some are aware the scheduling was supposed to happen, that we're after all the only semifinals and finals tomorrow. But as it's getting late in the evening, always just want to make sure. Oh, and off there by Bob.
Yeah, so it's Bob Hamnani with a 34-5 advantage, 29 points in front.
So Bob's got a pretty strong lead here, 34-6, in this deciding frame, this quarterfinal match. But there's still a good number of reds on the table. Look at that, you got 5 reds below the black spot. He's not happy. I think he's straight on a bit on the right side of the blue. Natural angle takes him for that red close to the left middle pocket. If he's on the wrong side of the blue, it'll be a natural angle to take him up for that red by the brown. It's kind of in no man's land.
All right, I'm back, folks. Sorry, I had to take care of a few things here. Thank you once again, Dave, for holding the fort together, keeping the boat afloat, as it were.
Well, it's definitely tense in this decider, but Andy took his medicine there and laid a great snooker on Bob and try and force the issue.
Yeah, so the Ahmed Ali match and whoever wins, Mark or Abhishek, will take place tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Mountain Time. So that's 11 a.m. Eastern. And I believe that's 8 a.m. Pacific. Right, know my time zones. Oh, is he going to get fortunate here? Oh, I think he got it. Just barely, but he got it, Dave.
Yeah, but it might be in a little touching ball situation, so Andy can shoot away here. Just a sigh of frustration coming out of Bob. He's a little bit of bother here. Well, and he does have a red to the right mid or right top right corner pocket.
Yeah, this is going to get could get a little dicey here for Andy if he doesn't make a move soon. But he's a fairly good defensive player when he needs to. And right now, Dave, trailing 34 to 13, 21 down. Reds are getting picked off slowly but surely. He's definitely going to need to rely on that defensive game.
Yeah, I just kind of missed a trick there. A little frustrated as he walked away. He knew he could get behind that green, but didn't execute it. Obviously, Bob doesn't have an easy starter, but
Look at
allowing him to
this
punt it.
cross double. Oh my.
It's really going to hurt Andy that he missed that trick.
Yeah.
A good angle on the screen to come down table.
All right. So, programming note in case you missed it, folks. Tomorrow morning will be the top 4, but we're going to start the day not 12 a.m. Eastern. It'll be 11 a.m. Eastern with the last quarterfinal match between Ahmed Ali, who waits in the wings for either Mark Ziegler or Abhishek Lingashetty. And the other 3 matches will go on as scheduled. Is that correct, Dave? They're still going to go on. The other 3 matches are still scheduled to start at their approximate times of 10 a.m., I believe, Mountain Time. Or are they going to wait until the conclusion of the Ahmed Ali match? So just a brief programming note there for you folks. So instead of 2 matches starting the day, we'll have 3 matches starting the day. Well, one semifinal might be able to start, but the other one was going to have to wait, of course. So it would make sense if they wait. Oh, Andy coming close there. Bob Hamani leading 49-17, 32 in front, 2 reds remaining. Andy well out of position. Well, you know, that there kind of strange. You didn't play a little bit more pacey, Dave, to get the white up behind the bulk colors. I know he's trying to not kick a red over a pocket, however, but I don't believe he would have done so there. So we are coming very close to the end of our broadcast day here on day 2 from Colorado of the Colorado Open Snooker Championship for 2026. A well organized and put together event. Wow, that black just wiped its feet ever so slightly, but it found its way into the bottom of the pocket. 24 down, 1 red remaining now for Mr. McCloskey. Oh, is he going to get the snooker? Yes, that red bounces even a little. Not a difficult hit for Bob. Oh, he could actually see the bunting angle. Just came ever so close. Oh, I think if Andy can see this red to the bottom right corner, he's got to, would think he's going to take it on. Not the best shot. Oh, he's fluked it. If it, the white holds up, oh, I think he's on a color on the yellow. We could be in for a very exciting finish. So 21 the difference. Andy at the table requires the 6 remaining colors here, folks.
So just an update on the schedule. Actually, it looks like the quarterfinal match will start at 9 a.m. and at the conclusion of that quarterfinal, then they will start both semifinals at the same time.
Yeah, that makes a little bit more sense instead of starting one semifinal and then having everybody wait. So, and that'll be nice for Ahmed and his opponent, which it looks at this point might be Mark Ziegler, who leads Abhishek 45-7 in the deciding frame. 3 reds remaining. And Dave, if we can catch the end of that match, then we'll get over to it quick at the conclusion of this one.
Oh, Andy looks at the heavens. Did not want to put that green out there. Fortunate that Bob's got to put his bridge hand on the cushion, makes it a little bit more awkward. Cue ball tight to that cushion as well.
Yeah, Bob 19 in front. Green for a tie. Oh, where's the green going? No, he's okay. They told me 9 a.m. I'm getting yelled at.
What are you referring to, Bob? Rob?
My co-commentator yelling at me. He's going at, what do you mean 9 a.m.? He doesn't understand. You know, kids generally have their schedule, Dave. They like to do things on schedule, which is usually their schedule, not generally a time schedule. Wow, look at this predicament he's left for Andy. That if Andy's gonna win, Dave, it's gonna be right here, right now. What a steal it would be. He's not gonna get a better opportunity, but he's got to get close to that blue to get down for the pink. Doesn't want to be straight. Wants a slight angle.
You know, that's the only real issue ball here for Andy.
Can he reach it without the rest? He can't. Oh, and he's a little straight.
Well, he's all right being a right-hander.
Yeah. No choice. I don't think he can follow through, but he can drop back. Nicely played.
Well,
Still needs a top pot here. Good cueing still required to maintain cue ball control. He wants an easy putt on the block, of course. Nicely played, Mr. McCloskey. Still got to putt the block. Hopefully he didn't see that match with Mark Allen and Wu Yiza. And he's through.
true. A subtle little fist bump, but good hug embraced by both players. What a decider that was. That could have gone either way. Really
Yes.
commiserations to Bob. It's a tough defeat to take, but congratulations, Andy McCluskey. He's feeling really good there. Just didn't feel like it was in it, but
That's right.
definitely came back. Gets a good handshake from Ernst Bazemir, so he'll be in the semifinals tomorrow. His fellow Irish Americans, Mark Wilson, Dave Daly, giving a few fist pumps.
Yeah, I don't think he can believe it himself, but right now, Dave, we've switched over to camera 4, table 4. The camera's been knocked around a little bit, so it's a little more askew than we would like, but this is the final few moments between Mark Ziegler and Abhishek Lankachetti to get into the top 8 to face Ahmed Al Saeed tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Mountain Time, and he's got a 39-point lead. Now a 43-point lead with 43 on. Quite the player, this Mr. Ziegler.
Yep, runner-up in the Tennessee State Championship at the National Snooker Academy a few weeks ago.
Yeah, so he's doing quite well. I would love to see any one of these players that we've seen this weekend come out here for one of our big events like the Master Q Open, things like that, or the NSL Championship next year if they didn't play this year. We know Renette is coming this year for the NSL Championship, June 12th, 13th, 14th. Unless his schedule has changed, of course, which can happen. As you mentioned earlier, it all depends on our work schedules. But Abhishek has a lot of work to do. He's trailing by 43. One red tied up by the left middle and the yellow. 2 blocks to tie. Oh, was he playing the double? Oh, he was. And he just got it. Now,
Yeah, that
oh boy.
really slowed down after the cushion.
Yeah, but question is here, he's got to putt the block, but can he get that yellow past the cushion and the yellow? If he can land a great snooker. Oh, where's he go? He was trying to nudge the yellow out of the way.
Yeah, probably just trying to develop that red, get it off the cushion, potentially put it into a potting position. But unfortunately, he's snookered himself. Should be able to hit the red.
Oh, even if he couldn't get the red past the yellow and the cushion, he could have slid off to the opposite side and still got the snooker. Now he's going to leave it on, frame ball, match ball, right over the pocket. Wow.
It's not right in there. It's close, but Mark should be able to put this in. Shouldn't follow it in with his cue ball.
No, I think he'll make sure of that. He knows he doesn't need position. Would like position, of course, but he doesn't need it at this point. He's 35 in front. That makes 36 with 27 on. So, however, Dave, if this block goes into the right middle or any pocket, frame will be over by score alone. There it is. That makes 43. Snooker's required more than 40 points going into the colors by the rules, Dave. This frame is now over. Mark Ziegler is going to be the winner. At the end
Yeah,
of his turn, of course.
yeah, just try the double. Don't do anything silly.
No. But I don't think even if he fouled there that it would matter. Well, rules are rules, but sometimes you got to let them play if they both agree. I mean,
I don't know, Rob. If we don't have rules, there's anarchy.
no, I know. I think they're having to look at the score now. Score should be 43 in front, but he's 42 in front by the score, Dave. Still above
Mhm.
that 40 mark.
So I think that's what they're having a little
Yeah,
discussion
we
here.
heard the word conceded. See if we can hear something. A little bit of eavesdropping.
This is where maybe one of the officials still in the room should come over and check it out.
Okay, so table one is looking up at the sky, I think, or the ground. It's kind of fallen over, I guess. Table two is Eddie McCloskey winning over Bob Hamnani. So nothing happening there. Table three is empty. So Dave, this is our last match of the day, sir. Um, just waiting for the official conclusion. But at this point, it does appear that Mark Ziegler is the winner and will face Ahmed Al Saeed tomorrow morning. Yeah, here comes Mark Wilson and Dave Daly.
So there might be a scoring discrepancy. Maybe that's why we're just not coming to a conclusion. So Dave's
Yes.
come over with his phone to just troll back into the stream.
Yes, we're still live. Dave, we're still live, right? You're live. I'm live.
We are live and kicking.
Might be a little tired, but no worse for wear. Well, a little funny question for you, because I know somebody out there wants to know. Did you have your scrambled eggs this morning?
Yep, they're back. A staple of any snooker tournament.
Apparently, that was something from Brazil. I've been told that it was scrambled eggs. Apparently, every day. Unfortunately.
Yeah, it was our meal with James Power, the meeting of minds. We had some good talks over the lovely Brazilian scrambled eggs. But now finding as I'm traveling to many tournaments, it seems to be a staple at the hotels that they have the scrambled eggs, different choice of meat, whether sausage or bacon, and some pan-fried potatoes.
Ah, very
But
good.
good substance, good meal that you need to get going because they are long days at these events.
Yeah, I noticed that when I stayed in Markham for the Canadians a couple years ago. Uh, Definitely, I'm not a morning person. I'm not a breakfast person per se. I normally just get my coffee or tea and go. But definitely had to have breakfast in the morning. So yeah, totally get it. Yeah,
So I'm just trying to make some contact on the floor there just to see what's happening here.
yeah, yeah. They're just going through the last few shots. I can hear them adding up the points, confirming the score. Because nobody wants to make a mistake if they're unsure. If the frame is over, then it's over. But if there's any chance that it's not, and we're talking about 3 points here, which could mean whether the frame's over or Abhishek still has an opportunity to play snookers. But so, like I said,
That
43 points was my calculation from a few pots ago.
so if that is a score by the rules, more than 3 snookers required, it is a concession
Right.
in these leading up to the semifinals. Semifinals and finals, obviously, that ruling will be removed, as well as the 4 attempts, 3 putbacks on a foul
Yeah.
miss situation.
Yeah. Also, the dress code rule: players must wear a bow tie, no exceptions. It says for
And there
the
we go.
semifinals and final.
Well, that's it. It's
Okay.
been confirmed that this
Yeah.
match has reached a conclusion, and that's the finish of day 2.
Well, it's been a wonderful day. Another long day, Dave. Um, yeah. Okay.
We'll
So we're
see everybody tomorrow at 9 a.m. We'll be live on NSL TV and DT Sports YouTube channel. We're at the Hampton Suites and Inn in Boulder, Colorado. So if you want to come down and check the action live, admission is free. It's been lots of fun. I'm David Burney, Rob Richards as well in the booth. We're glad that you tuned in wherever you found us. And it's going to get exciting because Championship Sunday, we'll find out if Dave Daly can retain the championship or will we have a new title holder winner here in Boulder.
well, ladies and gentlemen. Dave said it all. Dave, thank you again for a wonderful day. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it for me as well. Have a wonderful evening. See y'all tomorrow. Again, start time 9 a.m. Mountain Time, 11 a.m. Eastern Time. We'll see you then for Ahmed El Sayed and Mark Ziegler. Have a wonderful evening.